Hello everyone, welcome back to the last video of the channel for the weekend. So, as you saw, if you see in my bio, I have put that I was going to do just only every other Saturdays, only because I can't do every Saturday. And the reason why is because I work. So, every other weekends I work, so I'm sorry if I have to cut sometimes short a little bit, because, there's a few times I get exhausted from work, but I have to let my body, regenerate, make sure it's ready for another day. But all right, let's get started. So, this is the review of these aircraft that I personally have grew up with and I love. And I have so much heart to this aircraft as well, other than the MD-80, that I also have my heart into that aircraft as well. Now this, sorry about that. So these are actually the Airbus A320 family, as you know. So as Frontier right here, this was actually the second airline I have been on. I've been on only two airlines. I've been on Allegiant and Frontier. This, even though this is particularly disguised as the Airbus 321, which was perfect because I took on the Airbus 321 to get back from Charlotte, and I actually took off, and I took off from Charlotte to go back to Philly, which it was on. I went on the large Airbus 321. It was very nice. And now we're going to introduce this one. This is actually the regular Airbus 320 from Allegiant Air. Like, we have a lot of these currently in the air at the moment. Like, I always hear them every day taking off all the time. Like, actually, I saw about one just landed earlier today when it came from Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. And it's very nice when it hears a loud noise, of course, from its reverse thrusters. It used a different kind of reverse thrust. It uses like the 4-door reverse thrust. Very nice. And now we're also going to and I actually have been on a cockpit of one of these Airbus 320s when I took a tour at the KAB airport on December of 2025. And I was inside the cockpit of one of these Airbus 320s. I couldn't believe the controls. It was like a lot of buttons. It was amazing. Just love. That's why I have so much connection to the Airbus for the Airbus 320 family. And now this one I just got I got it about like 3 days ago. Now this is technically the new model of the Airbus 320 family. This is the Airbus 320 Neo. Neo stands for New Engine Option. So it's equipped with two different engines now. It's not the same engine that powers up the A320, regular A320, they call them CO, which means current engine option. So this one is actually equipped with two different kinds of engines. The CFM International LEAP engines and the Pratt & Whitney PW GTF engine. Very nice. And this was actually technically the second plane I've been on, because it was on August of 2021 that I took my second flight, that I took from Philadelphia International Airport, and then I landed all the way down to Charlotte. Even though my original trip was to South Carolina, but we landed in Charlotte at that time. And I went on the newer A320 Neo, and I actually really enjoyed the flight. Even I was really hoping to go on a regular Airbus 320, but honestly, the Neo was really great. The one with the new, bigger engines. It was beautiful. And then when I got back from and as I said earlier, when I got back from Charlotte to Philly, that's when I went on the larger Airbus 321. And that was also such an enjoyable flight too, even for a large Airbus as well, for part of the family. It's very nice. And I'm gonna see if I could try adding like more aircraft to the collection to see if I can make ones like Airbus 319. I'm gonna try to see if I get like even the shorter Airbus 318, the ones that are currently in limited service at the moment. And I'm gonna see if I get Spirit Airlines, because I was in complete shock that this past May they just retired the entire airline fleet. Like, the whole entire airline is closed. Like, it's not doing it anymore. I was in huge shock, and I've wanted to go on that airline for so long. My mom and my dad have flown Spirit before, actually. My dad, I think, flew to Texas when he was on one of these Airbus 320s when he went on Spirit as well. I think he went from Newark to Texas. And then my mom, I think she went from Newark, I think, to Texas, and then she took another flight to Arizona. Something like that. But I'm hoping to go on one of these Airbuses again. It's always such an honor to go on one of these Airbuses. I always hear Airbuses every single day, all the time. They always come here. They come here at this ABE airport all the time. Mostly ones as Allegiant with the newer, one of the newer, the old engines. But I love always hearing those engines roaring as soon as when it takes off. It's so cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the video, and see you next time.